We's all back.
Yes, we are. And welcome to the third installment of Vampire the Masquerade. All of us are back to try to finish this one up. So, let's have our recap and get going. Last time on DBZ. Wrong show. You knew I'd have to do it.
It'd be
DBZ, yeah. The vampire balls. Wait, it didn't sound right at all. Anyway. Titus would know about those, right?
Oh my goodness.
Alright.
One-handed juggling.
Yes. That's so wrong. We're such evil people.
Wahahaha. Alright.
Recap. You guys are on your mission for Titus to find out all the missing vampires and ghouls. I already recapped that part before, but you went to Barnabas. He didn't add too much to that, except he's personally missing one of his ghouls. Actually, I think he only has one, and he's very fond of her. So if he knows about her whereabouts or what happened to her, that would be great. You went back to Shawnee's place where you met her well-esteemed named Cats. Mr. Spanky! No. You all slept and ate and quote-unquote awoke the next night to return to your quest. You also found out that Salem knew a little more than she wanted to give, but then again, nobody asked her. She's a little shady of her, but, you know, she's scatterbrained.
She's mischievous.
Like she is. Most Bruja
very
are.
mischievous.
She's also out for herself like most Bruja are, so, you know, you just gotta love it. And thankfully, we haven't run across any killer chickens as we go back to the cemetery. And Dorian the Gargoyle wakes up long enough to ask you a riddle that we all semi-got, sort of, because there seemed to be a lot of multiple answers for that, and entered the mausoleum. The very same one that seemed a little shady the other day, with footprints and the gust of wind and everything. And that is where we are.
Alrighty. So, is it dark in here?
No, there's neon lights and a strobe ball and a disco dance and everything. No, there's not.
Inside a mausoleum?
That'd be awesome. No.
I was expecting gaunts.
It is dark, but in a very old-fashioned setting almost, there are torches on the walls. Every couple so-and-so feet that give you dim light. But you can see in the dark, so either way makes you happy.
Alright.
Most mausoleums aren't very big, so are there stairs or...
Yeah, this one has a sloping tunnel that leads down to a couple stairs every once in a while and down a little more, and then slopes into a very big underground room.
And what do we find in this underground room?
Ironically enough, there's a chandelier in the middle of the room that's made completely out of bones. But it's very off-putting in the middle of pretty much just a dirt room that looks a lot like a cave. Somebody's very stylish.
Alrighty. Is it just a giant room, or is there off-branch doors?
There's a little hall coming off of it, so to say. And Salem leads you down the hall. And you are you are met with more stone walls that seem out of place. And finally, two big doors that have the complete origin of vampires carved into them in very small, intricate figures throughout the whole door. And she puts her hand on the handle, knocks 3 times, 2 times slow, and 1 time, and lets go. And the door creaks open.
Alright, and follow our little mystery child.
The room has a single man in the doorway, almost like a little entryway would be in a house, and he's dressed in his best black suit, ruffle-collared shirt in the much long time gone Victorian era, and he looks at you, and he looks at Salem more pointedly, and and goes, Victoria, I must say I'm not surprised to see you, although you were told not to come back. She goes, well, you know me. I always find a good reason to come back anyway. And he eyes
You're not well
everybody
liked, are you?
else. I guess not. Maybe it's because I can't shut up. It's only a hunch, though. He goes, it's more than a hunch, but you do you, darling. She's like, oh, that was just mean. So he smirks a little. He goes, you know Hera doesn't like guests. Why did you bring all of them here?
We're we're looking into the missing newborns, ghouls, and fledglings.
Fledglings. Yeah. What she said. He goes, oh, let me guess. They think that we did it because we're the big bad Akata. We can do all the wrong just because we're into necromancy.
Actually, we're just working.
Well, aren't you bright and cheery? Sam looks at me. She goes, cut the crap, Francis. Can we just talk to her already? He goes, yes, and I told you not to call me that.
Francis?
And what's your amazing name?
Daphne?
Oh, how's your ventures of Scooby-Doo going?
I prefer Frasier, but sure.
See, we all have stupid names.
I like mine.
You should hear all the Deadpool jokes he gets.
I can imagine.
So he kind of smirks, eyeing everybody much like a hungry cat. My eyes mice, in a scathing kind of downgrading way, and lets them all inside.
So going inside?
Yep, there's a dimly lit hallway that leads into a really big living room type place that has all fireplaces and rugs. And the inside of the room is actually a combo of rock and wood walls, almost like somebody took a giant cave cavern and kind of, what do you call that effect? I don't think it's shiplap, but it's when you put the wood on the walls. Maybe
It's
it is.
shiplap.
I knew it.
It's shiplap.
I watched too much HGTV. This is great.
It's all coming around.
Yeah, it's like somebody half shiplap, half left a stone there for a off and on effect. Who was aiming me? May they burn in hell. Yeah, watch out for the radiation. No. The room has soft, almost kind of not opera music, but like classical music playing, and it's filled with all darkly dressed vampires with all clothing that should have gone out of style a long time ago. Ironically, Luna also enjoys wearing this type of clothing, but everybody's here is Victorian or black. Everybody standing in smaller groups, kind of murmuring to each other and eyeing the new people that have just walked into their meeting living room.
Alrighty.
This really beautiful woman with blonde hair that's braided to her knees approaches them and goes, I did not give you this location, Victoria, to drag people here whenever you wish. You better have a damn good reason for exposing us to the rest of the Carmilla. And Salem goes, well, we have questions, and they said I needed to bring you here, and found your mausoleum. Maybe you should hide that a little better, huh, Hera? She's like, scoffs. You have a lot of room to judge me, child. She looks at everyone. She's like, please excuse my demeanor. Salem tends to grind on your nerves, as you've probably noticed.
Oh, very much so.
See, you I like. Perhaps we can go to a place where we can talk a little more freely without prying ears being around. She kind of looks at all the people around her, even though they're just her people, and leads you off to a more secluded balcony type thing off the room, which overlooks more inside of a cave. But it's vast enough that it almost looks like an overview of outside, where when you look over a balcony, it's beautiful, but there's like an underground water source and stalactites, and it actually really is pretty. She's like, I apologize. Salem isn't supposed to drag people into our abode ever so carelessly. Gives her the biggest stink eye.
So Salem, you're a troublemaker, aren't you, apparently?
She's more than that, but...
Alright.
She's like, well, we wouldn't have to be down here if Barnabas didn't want to know what was happening to Desiree. And she's like, is this another soap opera? Do I look like Barnabas's problem? We stay down here to avoid being a part of any of you. What does the Louisiana man and his whore have any business with me to do?
We're just looking into the disappearance of wolves and fledglings.
Why on earth would you think we have anything to do with that?
We noticed blood out into the graveyard, and it led to this place.
Oh, blood. Is that all?
Well, there has been an increase in disappearances around here.
Oh, that is true. She kind of eyes Salem and hisses slightly in annoyance. I'm not sure about the exact disappearances, but every once in a while, you meet someone who's a little more rat than vampire.
Who are you talking about?
I
I'm
don't know.
pretty sure we know who she's talking about.
It is an ongoing problem that everybody thinks, oh, the Hakata raised the dead and use them for their own devices. Therefore, they can do everything wrong. And then they wonder why we don't show up for meetings or declare ourselves to the city.
Your point there.
Well, people frown upon necromancy. Although we've perfected the art, we finally don't have to raise ugly people anymore, meaning they're not rotting the whole time they're alive.
Pretty cool. So, who do you think?
All I can hear is, that's so cool. It's like...
One of those matter of fact, well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
But keeping focused on the task at hand, where do you have any inkling of what is going on?
I might, but it's not my place to tell you.
Then whose is it? Salem?
Yes, Victoria, why don't you tell your friends where all the missing bodies go?
Salem, you've been eating them?
No, that's gross. I only eat the people before I embalm them. It gets the blood out faster. Duh. That's why I run a mortuary. And since she's not going to help us, I guess we can just go, and she hurries out.
I don't think so.
Oh, she's already gone. It sucks to be you.
And for some reason, I had a feeling you guys thought I was going to be the troublemaker.
You know, ever since that girl came down here to learn necromancy, we've had nothing but problems. Random people showing up. Even had to kill some police. That was a pain in the ass.
So you have no other information that you're willing to give us?
Sadly, no, but you've been traveling with the source of your information for a very long time.
Yeah, she's like a little Rubik's Cube, isn't she?
Too bad you can't pop her head off, huh?
I'm going to kill her!
You have a temper, don't you, darling?
To kill her.
The answer's yes.
And randomly out in the living room, in the door, walks a chicken.
Seriously?
Why? Why is there a chicken here? Why?
You know as well as I do.
It shouldn't be here. You know they're evil. You know they're plotting world domination.
Well, so am I.
How many times have we had this conversation?
When
No.
were you gonna tell people you knew me before this?
They don't need to know.
That is true. I told you
What
I
do
would
I-
keep the evil chicken at bay, and I have.
Well, then put it back in its hole.
Alright, as you wish. And she just walks over and picks up the chicken as it goes. She's like, come on, Penny, we're going back to your cage so the Malkavian can cool her tits.
I feel like it should have been.
fine.
I feel like it should be named Hey Hey.
It's actually probably should.
It should look like Hey Hey.
Okay, funny story. I don't care if it stays in the game or not, but whenever that volcano was going off, there's a rooster that crows during the volcano going off. No lie.
Oh, Jesus.
And every time I hear it, I go, hey, hey, that's the wrong place to be. Yeah. So, yes.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
It is. You just hear this roaring volcano going off, and all of a sudden, it's like, oh my god, hey, hey, what are you doing?
It's Hey Hey.
Okay,
it
look,
totally is.
man, leave Nigel alone, okay?
Who's Nigel?
Nigel is the rooster. That's what everybody in chat has lovingly dubbed him.
True.
Nigel's the one. He's the one that blew up the dang volcano.
Yep.
It's his fault. He's out there summoning. He's doing his little chicken dance, summoning up the volcano god. Yeah. Yeah, you think they're like cute and fluffy with their little pink feathers, and or not pink, but little brown feathers. And no, they're blowing up volcanoes, and that's gonna be earthquakes and tornadoes, and it's gonna be just a whole population of chickens out roaming free, and the peeps are gonna be in the cages. What going, hey, where's our chicken scratch? No, you ain't gonna get that. They're gonna be turning you into people wings. Heck no.
Not the
Oh my-
people wings.
At least I know what the dance is to summon the evil chicken.
There it is, right there.
I did it. Chickeny, chickeny. And that's the rant that we're walking out of this building with.
Apparently.
She goes, Hera sighs after putting the killer chicken away, and she's like, is that better?
It's a lot better, thank you.
Oh, good. I would invite you all in to have a drink, but I think you have small nuisance to go talk to, or at least find.
Honestly, I'm hoping she didn't take off on us.
I'm going to tell her.
And you have a very ranty vampire. Go on. You can always come back.
I'll keep that in mind. As I walk out with the angry vampire and the one ranting about chicken. Cluck, 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 cluck. Oh, my goodness.
God.
Alright, so we go out to find Salem.
Yeah. On your way out, the same guy that was in named Francis goes, oh, leaving so soon? Well, you just missed Miss Victoria. She escaped first.
Which way did she go?
There's only one way to go.
Yes. After that, did you notice?
No.
Alright. Let's
Why
go.
don't we go ask Mr. Stony Boy?
True. Oh, is he gonna give us another riddle?
Probably not to get out of his mausoleum.
No, I meant to ask a question. That would be awful. Did we lose you?
No.
Okay.
So you're gonna leave the Hikata's hideout or whatever?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you go back through the tunnel. One of you's pissed. In fact, I think all of you are pissed. The other one's making sure the evil chicken isn't following her. The other one's like, this whole universe is so whack. Yeah.
Just like, this is the greatest hallucination, or it's real.
Yeah. I'm
I'll
gonna
decide.
wake up. Dang it, that wasn't a dream. So you go and you reach the big room that has the awkward place chandelier type thing in it. And Salem is there, holding a stick that is dipped in blood and drawing all over the floor.
What are you doing?
None of your business. I should have known to go to that bitch. She always exposes everything. Two-faced people. Just keeps muttering to herself and quote-unquote painting and drawing. She's almost done with whatever she's doing.
You're angry she exposed you as someone who knows information about what we're trying to investigate?
Oh. She kind of doesn't answer you, but just mutters about it. Missing ghouls. Nobody's using them half the time anyway. They're just people who have an addiction to blood. Stupid. And she finishes and gets up. And she takes out a dagger that she has on her leg and cuts deeply into both of her hands and slams them into the sigil on the floor.
Oh, this is not good.
Nope.
No, this is not good.
Well, the Hikata know necromancy, and they taught her it.
No.
Really? That's your only podcast? No.
I don't think no is
Covering
appropriate
it.
in this situation.
Newbie Daphne goes, this isn't good, is it?
Now you can say no. No.
No.
And almost like it's coming out of the walls, ceilings, and every missing ghoul vampire piece that she has comes together to form an abomination that's half the size of the cavern. It has multiple body pieces sledged together. And just to top the cake off, the chandelier falls down, crawls over to it, and fuses to its back. And everybody hates me now.
What the heck?
So,
I think
where is it? In the middle of the room?
Yeah,
Like,
over the
okay.
sigil she drew, or whatever you want to call it. I think I have
Ah.
roughly a picture of what it supposedly kind of looks like. Since
I think we got a pretty good picture.
Only
Okay.
with more things attached to it.
Puts the turtle in the bag, pulls out my knuckles. Brass knuckles.
Hide.
Where?
Yeah, true.
There's no negotiating or seducing it, so. Daddy.
Outmaneuver it?
Alrighty. Other than being awake, what's Salem doing? Just standing
Controlling it, of course.
So we need
Alrighty.
to take Salem out.
Yeah.
Could try.
there?
Well, a good knife to the foot will stop her. Or slow her down at least.
Yeah, you can try.
I have high insight. Will that help me?
Try. Look.
Insight and awareness. Do I notice anything? Other than the obvious?
You don't notice anything except that, like I said, the abomination before you is made up of a lot of missing corpses.
Alrighty.
And her eyes are like whited out as she pretty much is controlling the thing through her sigil. So
Alrighty.
Well, I have a high persuasion, but yeah, that's not
well,
gonna
let's
work.
persuade the zombie to listen to you. Yeah. No.
Well, the animal can help.
No, this isn't an animal. It's mostly human.
No, I was thinking of a distraction.
No.
We're in a mausoleum. There's rats, dead people. So I'm assuming what kind of creatures are close by that might be able to help.
Spiders, centipedes, rats, and I'll give you snakes.
Is there anything I can steal that would help?
There is, but I'm trying to figure out how you're going to notice it. What are you checking out to figure that out?
Well, she has. Well, I was looking for the awareness and insight, so maybe I would have been able to notice it pointed out to her. Because I got a 4 of awareness.
I have a 3 in survival.
Let's see.
And 2 in larceny.
Do you have supplies for it?
Mm.
Just say. It's a valid question.
I have 3 in resolve, 4 in wits. I have 4 in wits.
Yeah, I have intelligence 3 might help. Christmas not gonna help me here.
So what are you going to do with all that?
Well, we're looking for a useful item.
Well, unlike D&D, sadly, you can't just roll because you have good charisma. You have to say, okay, so since I have this, I'll notice that she has this, or the fact that Shani has history knowledge, she might know something about necromancy, considering it was in Egypt a lot, and stuff like that.
Well, that's why I was hoping to see if I can call some kind of animal close by, just to give some kind of distraction. So we could get a little bit more time.
Sure.
I'll try.
Can we like look over the room?
Yeah.
Is there something that we would notice if we looked over the room?
The room, sadly enough, I don't know. This room, sadly enough, looks the same. The sigil, it seems like the abomination can't move very far beyond it, which is probably a pro for you. And if you look close enough, he has a glowing thing on the highest head that he has.
Question, we're underground, right?
Yep.
It's dirt ceiling, right?
Dirt or stone, yeah.
Is there roots hanging down?
That would depend on if there's trees in the cemetery, and I don't think there's many, but
That's
there
what
might be some.
That's what I'm asking. Is there roots up there? And how close is his head to the ceiling?
Ironically, it's actually pretty close to the cemetery. Wow, the cemetery. The ceiling. Can't talk.
Alright. And the roots.
Sorry, I'm like looking up pictures of this cemetery to see if there's actually trees. There's trees all around the outside of it, but there are none in it, so...
Alrighty. So there's no roots hanging down.
Sadly, no.
Alrighty. So there's a glow coming off of him. Can use the animals. Still haven't seen.
Is there something we can use to try and knock the glow off of him? The glowy thing off of him?
You technically have weapons if you want to try to, I hate saying it, climb them and get it, or find a way to shoot it down or knock it off, but...
I suggest doing the animals as a distraction and then trying to climb up. I mean, I got a 3 in dexterity and 3 in stealth.
She would be doing all the climbing, probably.
Huh?
Joke, you're gonna need a shower.
Oh, well. Alright, and I do have craft.
Or you can
Yeah.
do what Shawnee said and attack her, or attack the creature. But in a minute, it's going to attack you, so whatever you're going to
Alright.
do, you better start doing it.
Alright, I'll do the animal. See if I can at least distract its focus or go after Shawnee kind of idea.
So
That
you
might
got-
be nice.
Yeah, so there's got to be a way we can do this.
So
Yeah.
is there a radius that your animal calling works in, like mileage or whatever? I forget.
I'd have to look.
I'll go fast.
Yeah. See, I know they're supposed to be. I know I'm a 2, so they might not fall. It's a wing, whether or not they're actually gonna
Excuse
obey or
me.
anything. But honestly, if they can just climb on Salem, that would be distract the puppeteer. What the hell is it?
Yeah.
Another good point is sadly rats eat dead and dying meat a lot, so
Oh, there could be rats. Yeah.
I probably should.
Well, that's what I was
that,
thinking.
But hey, whatever.
Well, no, that's what I was thinking. Was
Yeah.
what kind of animals are around? Because
Mhm.
not knowing the terrain, what the heck is it?
If in New
Animal
York,
can.
there would definitely be rats. So.
Oh, there's tons of rats.
Oh,
So,
yeah. They scary too. They're huge. Really.
yep. So, depending on how many I can bring over, it sounds so weird, is what I can do with them. If I'm looking it up, I have to look at the index.
Yeah.
Animal. Where is it? Ah, here we go. 642. Excuse me, 164.
Okay. Cool.
How did I get that number so backwards? Okay. Alrighty. It doesn't say a radius.
All right. I was just making sure there's no specifics attached to it. What does level 2 say while you're there?
Here, hold on. Because it's kind of gibberish. This book is really weird on how they word things. So,
Oh yeah, it is.
so I'll send it to you so you can interpret it too. Where is he? Da-da-da. Send it to you straight. So they're not so they're not going to scurry away from me. I can't draw them in. I'm not. I don't have a high enough. So it'd be a feat to get them to do what I want, from my
Do
understanding.
you have the feet for that?
I only got 2. I don't know if I can like pump myself up per se.
I think you can technically. What's your willpower?
My willpower. Oh, my willpower is a 5.
Yeah, you can probably take a bonus on that of 2, I think, and roll to see if that succeeds. I mean, you are going to draw the rats, but once they're there, you trying to control them, you can do that.
If I can, controlling them would make me have them go after Salem. If I can't, I'm hoping that they'll naturally draw to the monster.
Yeah, so you have a pro and con in this. If you can control them, they can bite Salem, like you just said. If
Exactly.
they can't, you at least have their natural instinct to try to eat rotting meat, and they have a ton of that, so...
So let's pump it up and bring in as many as I can. So what do I roll?
Let me see. I think I have to roll how many rats you get on normal dice. 1 second. At least that's how I'm going to do it this time. If that's not how they do it, someone can comment and let me know.
No. We are winging it because we're all very new at this.
We are,
This is
but
my
we're
first
having
time.
fun. So.
Exactly. I'm used to playing D&D.
I'm going to give
The
you,
roll-
from my roll, about 26 of them to show up.
They're big rats?
Yes.
Size of Mr. What's the cat's name?
Spanky.
As big as Mr. Spanky.
Mr. Spanky. Maybe not as big as Mr. Spanky, but close.
Alright, so... Yeah, because
You
I don't...
need to roll 5 dice with 2 hunger. Because, I hate saying it, you eat animals.
Yeah, and...
So you need to ignore them.
Yeah, any difficulty?
Mm,
And my dice pool is just 5. It's not going to go up with using the willpower.
No, you'll do that after. See, you're gonna roll it and then re-roll with willpower, and I'll count the re-roll at this point.
All right, so no difficulty. Just roll the 5 and the 2. All right. So I got a onk and a skull. 3 success.
On what, the black or the red?
This is all gibberish to me. Hold on.
Yeah, it's okay. What'd you get on the black dice?
2 and 1. It says 3 success.
Okay.
I'm showing you what exactly, because this is still so...
Well, it is to me, but I'm looking at all the cheats and junk.
There you go.
Do.
Alrighty.
So
3 success. I don't think I could have gotten more than 5 success, considering I only had 5 dice.
I'll let you re-roll it once if you want to try twice.
Alrighty, so do the willpower reroll.
Mm-hmm.
That will only reroll the black.
That's fine. I think that's all you can. You did pass with your
Oh, I did pass. Then
you passed the hunger, but what did you get on your reroll for the black?
Oh, I got 3.
Okay, you went up.
3.
You're fine.
Yep.
You're controlling them, but some of them are going to go to the abomination and try to climb it and find little nooks and crannies for them to have dinner on. And about half of them or so scurry over to Salem, who ironically doesn't seem very fazed by the rats that are starting to kind of bite her and scurry on her and around her. But she's
I'm
kind
hoping
of
damage over time.
Yeah. And you kind of get that surge of hunger when the rats show up, but you have enough willpower to withstand that they're around. So it's making you kind of hungry, but you're not going to pick one up and eat it. And if you wanted to, you have the free will to do it. But
yeah.
Anyway.
Alrighty.
So Salem's kind of getting crawled on and semi-attacked, but she's not rotting and dead, so they have less of an inclination to, but they are listening to you. So.
And the ones that aren't are going after the monster. I guess that's a pretty good trade-off. Alrighty.
Guess you got a little of both.
Yeah. So, alright. What do you two want to do?
Wow.
Trying to think.
Yeah.
What are... Let's see.
My options here. If I'm trying to think of a way that we can get whatever it is, the shiny thing off of it.
Well, there's rats climbing on her, so she's probably going to end up being a little bit distracted.
Definitely.
I would say...
How's your stealth?
My stealth is good. It should be... Oh, no, it's only 2.
Trying to think what else. What about your dexterity?
Dexterity is 3.
Alright, well, between those two...
Shawnee, have any ideas? Or
I am completely flabbergasted. I have no idea what
Yay! Alright, so...
That's a total 180 from your commanding services this whole time.
I mean, but think about it. I mean, really, all I have that I could do is persuasion. I have a 3 in persuasion. What is that going to do? That's not going to do anything.
You could talk to
You might-
Salem and see if you can get her on your side more, or make her
What
realize she's being a douche waffle, or
At least
Okay,
it'll help with the
so
distraction.
that too.
what if she tries to persuade her while I try to? I don't know. Can I climb this monster?
If you want to.
Yeah.
Okay,
Try to-
so if she's trying to distract her with persuasion, then can I try and climb her and steal the item off the top of this monster?
Yeah, if she agrees to that.
I mean, I can try.
What do we have to lose?
You could be
Just
smushed into the
ourselves.
ground.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, if the thing gets loose,
Yeah,
how many potential other people could be killed?
exactly.
Mm.
If you guys died and let it out of the mausoleum, or it broke through somehow, New York City would have a lot of fun.
Okay, I say that's our plan.
Alright.
Yep.
So what are you gonna do, Shawnee? I'll let her go first, I guess.
Hmm.
Probably best,
I
yeah.
mean, seriously, y'all
All right,
know
hang
I
on.
suck at this in RL, so I have to somehow persuade her, and I have no idea how to do that right now.
Alright.
Think
hold
about
on.
stuff she
I-
likes and what she's said before and things like that. It's like if you, as yourself, were trying to persuade me of something, what would you do?
Shoot. Something just happened to my screen.
Oh, I hate that.
Well, the recording paused.
Okay, we'll take a 2-second break. But you'd probably be like, Heather, if you finish this up, we're gonna go get sushi after, or Chinese. I'd be like, hell yeah, I'll do that.
But the thing is, though, how much do I really know about this girl?
Not a whole lot, but you
Exactly.
notice things while she's with you if you're observant enough.
Let's see.
I know she's a little punk.
Alright, well, okay. Since it's all the recordings paused currently.
Yes.
Alright, here's, do you got a pen and paper? Here's some ideas you can write down.
I do. I just need my shopping list page to go away, because that's tomorrow.
Well, I meant for,
Oh, for
let me-
her?
yeah, for her.
I mean,
Um,
I can type it.
Yeah, just because it'd be easier. Asking her why she did it. What drove her to this? Ask. Why did you do this? This is probably the big one. What drove her to be so angry, and what does she have against fleshlings?
Fledglings or whatever? Yeah.
Yeah, and have against part 2. I'm hoping I didn't lose part of the recording. I would ask, why'd you do this? What are you gaining from this? Is another question. Let's see. I'm trying to think what else would be. Not knowing too much about her. Are you just bored? Who are you angry at? Kind of thing. Those would be good starter questions. I'm going to pull up your... nope, that's not you. Here you are. And as I think of questions, I'll send them off to you in Messenger on Discord.
Okay.
So...
I'm just like,
I think, VG, if you have any other questions you might think of, we can do that too, but she needs to do the distracting.
Yeah.
So, but yes.
Those sound good. So
So far,
Yeah, start with the why are you this angry? Start with that, and we'll see what her
what's wrong
response.
with you?
Yeah.
That, yeah,
Notice
Why
that
are you
she
being
likes
such a bitch?
animals. Notice that she likes your cats. Notice
Yeah.
that she likes goth stuff.
Yeah,
blatantly-
Mr. Blah blah blah. Yeah, Mr. Blah 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 is not gonna want to be around you if you kill me. Mr. Spanky is not gonna want to be.
Did you just say Mr. Bubble Butt?
No,
Yes, you did.
I said blah blah blah.
So You said Mr. Bubbleboy. And I was like, that's not the cat's name.
No, I couldn't remember his name, so I'm like, Mr. Blah blah blah. And no one's recording this.
I am.
Oh, there you go. The outtake.
Bloopers.
You're gonna have, yeah. You need to have just one section of just bloopers. Yeah, Mr. Fuck it, Mr. Bubble Butt is gonna like you doing this to her owner. You know. She won't love you anymore.
Binky.
Speak.
Speak.
That was RP.
It's not any better. Oh shoot. But yeah, I would ask questions like that. So, you guys ready for me to start recording?
Yes.
Alright. It begins.
Oh no. So what are you gonna do, Shawnee? Huh?
I guess I'm gonna talk to her.
Okay. She's focusing on the big flesh abomination before her as the thing slams its hand down dangerously close to everybody, but doesn't hit anybody yet.
And has rats on her.
All right, I'm sorry, but you know what? What in the heck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
And she doesn't answer you for a minute, and when she does, it almost sounds kind of ethereal, and she goes, "What the heck is wrong with you? You're always so serious. You never lighten the fuck up."
All right, why are you doing this?
Why not? Doesn't everybody want power?
This isn't power.
It seems to make you scared.
Oh, I never said I was scared.
You don't have to.
What are you so angry with?
I'm sick of being used, so I used other people.
Okay, what do you mean used?
Oh, ever since my turning, it's been one thing or another. Salem, we won't kill you if you're useful. Run over here, Victoria. Do things for us. You want to know something amusing? Your beloved Roman god Titus wanted to kill me on the spot for being unplanned. Isn't he cute?
Actually, that wouldn't necessarily be on Roman. That's part of the Carmilla.
Oh, but they let everybody vote on the subject. Barnabas is probably one of the only people that was ever nice to me and wanted to give me a chance. And thankfully, he was listened to over everybody else. But ever since then, I've been everybody's gopher. And then finally have enough power to stop that.
Okay, so then why the ghouls and the fledglings?
They're weak. Humans that survive off of vampiric power and bloodlust? That's pathetic. Fledglings? Have you seen the fledgling we're with? That's pathetic.
No, that's called not knowing. That's called not being educated into our world.
Well, nobody ever educated me. I was thrown into a pack of wolves almost. Told that I deserved to die. And then told what I was and that I belonged to everybody. And the soap opera continues. No.
Hold on, I was.
Do 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 do.
You know, I understand not liking to be controlled. No one likes to be controlled. I understand that. But you know what? The rules are there for a reason. They're there to protect all of us.
Do you always listen so blindly to people?
It's not a matter of listening. It's a matter of wanting to survive.
I've heard enough of your stupid excuses. And she has the thing turn around. You need to roll to try
Wait, okay, wait. You know what? You really don't need to do this. In my position, what if I can talk to Titus?
Honey,
Maybe I can help to get the rules changed a little.
in your position, most people would hurt their backs. And she has the ghoul turn around and try to smack you, so you need to roll to get the hell out of the way.
I do?
Yes, you do.
Oh, what do I roll?
5 dice pool.
Any hunger or anything?
No, you're not lusting after the guy to eat him. Trust me, he's all nasty. Or her. She's a vampire.
I have 4 successes.
Oh, you're so
But
fucking lucky.
I can do a willpower roll
No.
if I need it.
You beat the beast, don't worry. Barely, but you beat it. So he goes to slam his hand down and crush you, and you sidestep with a blink out of the way, like, well, that wasn't nice. What the hell? What are the rest of you doing? You're still concentrating on rats to nibble on people, which Salem is finally kind of getting annoyed at as she shakes a few off her arm and they scurry back to get where they were and stuff like that.
Yeah, so she should be hopefully able to, if she turned, maybe Luna can take that as her advantage.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, can I start trying to climb up this thing?
Well,
Yeah, the backside. The
everybody
backside.
is watching him. You'll notice that Salem's arm that she shook the rats off of has a lot of little nibbles and blood drips coming off of it from them trying to eat part of her. And as this is happening, the arm of the beast is also getting a lot weaker.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. That's good.
You can still try to climb them. I'm not going to tell you what works and what doesn't, but you do notice that the more hurt she is,
the more hurt she is. Yeah.
Exactly.
So can we? Is there? Oh man, I hate to do it this way, but is there something that we can use to lure more of them over there?
More. If I get another turn, can I try it again? Maybe get more.
Could we, yeah, like is there? I don't know. Is there cheese in the
There's foot cheese. No, I'm kidding. There's not.
Chicken. Can we go get the chicken and cut its head off and put it all over?
You could try.
Yeah, let's run now. I don't think that'll work very well.
Yeah, you're just gonna run in here and give us the evil chicken.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, when my turn comes.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, you can still climb up, but there's nothing in this room. No rocks, no sticks. Looking around for clothing.
No, but I have a knife, right?
No, and if they're sticks, they're just short ones or ones you aren't going to be able to use or anything.
Dang it.
No.
Alrighty. Do you? So she's taking a moment to think. I'll definitely use the animal king. I mean, if it brings my hunger, my bloodlust up, sure.
You can probably just choose
Animal
to eat one and be
Magnus.
okay.
What's Animal Magnus? I have something else in here. Hold on. I have to look this up.
What is it called?
Animal Magnus? Where is it? Hold on. It's page 244. I just saw it in my thing. What is this 240?
Excuse me.
Yeah, I don't need that. No, that's just a side effect of being. They can becoming one with their beast. Do you have your book with you, Pix? Yeah.
It's over there.
Thanks.
I can grab it though. Hold on.
Because I saw that we had like the. Let's see. I'm also trying to think of other questions. I did put a couple more things that you can yell at her.
Yeah, I got it. I'm waiting.
I,
Be able to
I
do
know.
it.
Okay, what page is it on?
244.
Okay. Almost dropped it.
Hold on, I'm restarting the recording. There we go. Reading. Try to remember what part I'm on. 3. There you go. Alright, so I don't think that's gonna help me out. What's the other one? Yeah, it was something like I ended up getting. But I never got a chance to actually read up on it. Let's see. No, I don't have any of that stuff. Damn. And there's no rope in the room. There's no sticks. It's just dirt and rocks and a shiny thing and a
Whoa.
corpse.
Can we throw
Whoa.
rocks at her?
You can.
How big are the rocks?
Mean, but
But you're aiming for her. Are you gonna aim for her head or are you gonna aim for the
aim for the arms.
How big are the arms? Even if you hit them,
We
how
can
is
knock
it?
her out without killing her.
Yeah, you can
I
try.
really don't want to kill her.
No,
Yeah.
we just want to knock her out because she has to answer for what she's doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So you want to sneak up on her?
Yeah. What if we sneak up on her? Can we? I don't like, you know, put her in
Yeah.
a bear hug.
You'd have to roll for it, but yeah. There's a couple different ways to stop this, ironically. But you're all
Alright.
thinking in the right direction, so you're doing good.
Alright, so serious to questions, sneaky, then calling more animals. It seems like that's what our plan is.
Okay, so I'll sneak up behind her while she's being, talked to, persuaded, distracted.
Okay, so I'll put their difficulty to that, dice pool to that, since she has a disadvantage because she's being distracted, and you roll normal 5 dice.
I roll 5 dice full. What's the hunger?
Yeah, nothing, because you don't eat off of Salem's type. You do sleeping alive humans.
So it would be 1.
Mm-hmm. There actually is a condition where vampires eat off of other vampires, but you don't have that, so.
Yeah, I read
Okay.
that in here.
Yeah.
I get 2 successes with a willpower reroll. Or I didn't do the willpower reroll, but I could.
Yeah, and you don't need to. Let's
Hmm.
see.
Alright, I'm trying to think what else can be said.
So what did you try to do? You're gonna quote-unquote bear hug, strangle, smack. What are you doing?
Trying to knock her out. Yeah, like
With
bear
what?
hugger.
Oh.
Like a little chokehold just to knock her out.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
If you grab her, don't let go.
Oh, God, no. No.
Yeah.
Pretend she's
Alright.
a chicken.
Well, you won over that, so you do have a great grip on her for this round.
Well, I do
And-
have a large strength.
Yes, so that's a good thing.
Alrighty.
But you still didn't
So-
knock her out yet, because technically she doesn't breathe, so you can't just knock her out by, choking her.
Right.
But you do have a good grip on her if anybody else wants to try something, or if you want to try something added on to that next time. And she starts realizing that between rats and you, she's getting really attacked. So she starts struggling in the middle of this. But rolls.
But wouldn't you be getting tired and
Yeah,
weakening?
definitely since she's
Because of
bleeding
this?
and everything too. Which is why I have to give her the disadvantage to this. Okay, she has major critical fail. Damn, okay. That's
Yay
sad.
for our advantage.
Yeah, seriously. But she's still not down yet. But she is a lot weaker and a lot. So this big shambling flesh thing, honestly, is... Honestly, it's gonna sound dumb, but more shambly than he was before. He doesn't seem half as aware. He's not falling apart yet, but he's starting to move a little slower. His one arm is still kind of dangling there when before he could at least use it. Things like that.
Okay. Since she's attached to Salem, I might want to change my tactics if it's my turn next. Whose
Yeah,
turn is
because
it?
rats might not recognize who and what is on them that is Salem and what
Right.
isn't. Not like they're
Yeah.
super smart, sadly.
No.
Now, rats
All right,
are
let's-
intelligent, but...
Okay, can I use my athletics, stealth?
You
So I'm
use your
trying to think.
stealth if you want to sneak up on her and help her, but...
Honestly, I think going after that gem might be. If this one is delusioned, she's distracted because she's getting asked lots of questions. She's distracted because she's being held and bitten on. She most likely isn't going to notice, and the creature itself doesn't have its own identity.
No.
I'm pretty confident that I can climb up there, even if I take like my knife and help me out to get up there, like kind of.
I hate saying it, but if the creature has any thoughts, it's probably all the leftover brainwaves of the people that are in it, and that's kind of pathetic and sad, but...
It's probably also very torturous.
Yes.
So I'm gonna just use my strength, my dexterity, athletics. Not too worried about stealth at this point because it's irrelevant. Awareness and see if I can climb myself up there as fast as I can. And see if I can go for the shiny thing.
Alright, so what are you using to do that?
Knife in one hand to help anchor me a little bit.
Yeah.
Definitely want to use strength and dexterity.
Okay.
Intelligence probably not gonna. I mean,
Yeah. That's not gonna do anything, sadly.
I do have one in athletics. Craft is.
Sheesh.
I'm trying to awareness. That might help for maneuvering.
Okay, so roll 4 dice for me and we'll call it a day.
4 dice.
Mhm.
What's my hunger at?
You're not tempted to eat the abomination, so just a 1 or a 0 is fine.
Okay. So a 4 and a 0, and roll. If it wants to roll. I have 2 6, so half is a success.
Damn.
Roll willpower to try again.
Yep, if you want to spend the points dash time to do that.
Alright, let's reroll. I got an extra one with 2 stars. What does that mean?
That means it's a critical success, so you finally... So,
Yay!
you notice it's kind of slouching a little, if I have to call it that, towards the ground, and you take this advantage to climb up the beefier part of one of its legs, and you stab it in with your dagger trying to climb it, and you're kind of sad that if it is causing it any pain, that you're causing it more pain than it's already going through, but you know you gotta get up there. And you climb up there, and you slip a couple times because fluffy flesh is slushy.
Yeah.
And you like stab into its back and get to a place where you can kind of sit kneel on its back. And of course, it knows you're up there because it's almost kind of shake a little, but it doesn't shake you off. So what are you going to do up there?
I'm hoping that they're going to keep distracting her with questions, but I'm going to see what the shiny thing is.
Going to look at it, and it looks like a small gem that is embedded into the flesh of the top head of the creature. But you're not directly where the head is, but you can see it a hell of a lot better.
Alright, I guess I'll keep going as they keep distracting.
You
I'm
can
gonna
do that.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
We're gonna let her talk to her first. So, you have anything else to talk to her? Yeah, while you try to climb.
Yeah.
Johnny, wake up.
No, I'm awake.
I know, I'm
I'm
picking
just
on you.
It's like thinking of questions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So she's going to tell her that, I'm sure other people feel the same way. But you do.
I don't think anybody feels the way I do, as she struggles a little.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to yell at her and tell her, by doing this, you're only going to make the rules worse.
How do you figure?
Really? Yeah, I felt the same way. We all felt the same way.
How could you ever feel the same?
Because you know what? I've been where you are. We have all been where you are.
But you've always
When
had
we all got turned...
Titus.
No. See, here's the thing, okay? It's not like any of us just had our sires sit there, walk up to us, and be like, hey, want to be a vampire? It's really cool. You get to stay alive for an eternity. You get to do all of this stuff. And you know what? Nightlife is the best. Oh, and don't forget, sucking blood. No, being a vampire is not as glamorous as what everyone wants to make it out to be, as what Hollywood wants to make it out to be. But we've all been there. Nobody wants to be a gopher. Nobody wants to sit there and have to live their entire lives trying to follow off of everybody else's rules.
I'm laughing at my post in general, sorry.
And you know what? Daphne's sire just sat there.
I'm missing this shit.
Daphne's sire up and abandoned him. Or up and abandoned her. How do you think she feels? She's got nobody to tell her how to do any of this. And you know what? Even as old as I am still Titus's gopher.
Oh, man. Why are you so happy being whipped that long?
I get to stay alive, don't I?
I'm not laughing at you. I'm a bad person.
That's alright.
What the hell?
Nobody said that I was happy.
Oh. It doesn't make you happy.
I didn't say Titus didn't make me happy.
Nevertheless, Carmela has to pay. They all have to pay. You're right. I could stop, turn myself in, walk into the sun, be doomed to have the last death. Why would I, when I can stop it all?
You're not going to be able to stop it.
Neither are you.
No, you're right, I won't. But that doesn't mean
That Microsoft won't make a big noise. Yeah.
Alright.
that doesn't mean that rules can't be amended in some way.
Alright, well, you're still busy talking to her. Does Luna want to do anything or try anything?
Is there any way I can, like, get her down on her knees? Like, force her down on her knees?
Her face.
Couldn't you kick her leg out?
Yeah,
try.
like, can we get her down on the ground?
You can try, but you gotta roll for it.
Alright, what are we rolling here?
You get a normal. You have what? Strength and what else that aids you in this?
Hold on, let me pull that back up. I have 3 in strength, 3 in dexterity, 3 in resolve, and 4 in wits.
I'm gonna give you 3 dice. You can roll hunger at 0 and see what you get.
Okay, so put that down to 3. 1 success.
So you try
That's
to
not
kick
good.
her leg, and I can't say she notices and dodges it, but the rats kind of get in the way. It doesn't phase her much. Nothing really happens. You're like, damn it.
Yeah. What about a reroll?
You can
With
with willpower.
willpower.
Yeah, go for it.
I think I'll do that.
Okay.
Still only 1 success.
Damn. I hate saying it, but you're stuck with that result.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh.
I
Alright,
don't-
Daphne, are we still climbing the flesh mountain?
Oh, hell yeah, if anything, more determination.
There you
Being
go.
grossed out. Hold on. Okay. Alright. Oh, there's my sheet. Yeah. How close have I?
You're about the top of his back, so you're really not that far away.
Okay. Gonna keep going. I want to rip that thing out. Not caring how gross I get. So, what do I gotta roll to get up there and start taking my knife and cutting it out?
I gave it 5 dice, and I'm giving you 5 dice on this one.
Okay, 5 dice.
No hunger or anything.
Okay. I got, oh, hey, my first one is an Ankh with 2 stars, and then I got a 3 success.
That's what it got. Wow.
Hey,
Pretty
can I
cool.
re-roll?
You can try.
Can I will? Okay. Damn. Didn't get any better.
Alright, so you get up there, and you're where the head is that has the shining thing in it, like the red shining rock, and you start to try to cut it out with your dagger or wedge it underneath the edge, and it kind of slips a little because he tosses his head back and like lets out this horrible gurgly roar because he knows you're up there. You have to clamor to stay on there, and then ever so slightly, not slowly, but slightly, you start trying to dig out the gem again. But you didn't successfully get it out yet.
Next time, distract her some more!
Jeez. That's if she wants to keep trying to. Who the hell is that?
What if we just both wrestle her to the ground?
Yeah, you could wrestle and negotiate with her.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, if we're both on top of her, we could surely overpower her.
Between you two and the rats?
Yeah, I would think.
Did we lose her? Where is she?
I'm seeing what Shawnee wants to do.
Go for it, you guys. I mean,
What? Where it's your turn.
Yeah.
oh, I'm sorry.
Alrighty.
Look at OC before you answer, though. I had to tell you
I
something.
did. You said there's rocks, right?
Uh-huh. Excuse me. Fudge.
I guess while she's kind of being distracted, I will try to pick up a rock.
You don't have to roll anything to pick up a
And-
rock, don't worry.
Okay. And doing that as I was talking to her. um, like, okay, Luna's on her back, right?
Yes.
Giving her a monkey hug.
Well, if she keeps her head down in her back, you should have a clear view to hit the side temple.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, because I don't want to hit Luna. I'd rather just...
Yeah, if she ducks her head down, she should be fine.
Yeah, I'd rather hit her with, but not enough force that's going to kill her or anything, just knock her out.
She is a vampire. It's hard to kill her unless you do some of the traditional crap.
Yeah, you're not gonna kill her.
Yeah. Like, even bleeding out, it comes close on killing them, but for the most part, it just knocks them out, which is probably a plus at this point, because she's very disoriented with how much she's lost on getting gnawed on and stuff.
So, what would I have to roll?
Let's see. The normal
I have
5-0. What do you have?
Okay. I have a 1 in strength. That's it.
Okay.
So, 5?
Yeah.
5 successes and 1 is a crit.
Are you serious? Damn.
I am dead serious. No pun intended.
Yeah, I was about to say that was corny. No. So, you pick up the rock. How big is this rock anyway?
I guess to fit in my palm. I can.
Yeah.
Heather, look.
Size of a softball.
Yeah,
I could hold it
softball.
like this.
Yeah. And
She just
you
grabbed a rock.
Yeah, pretty much. You smack her in the head, and the thing that Daphne is sitting on falls apart. As Salem crumples into a ball of unconsciousness on the floor.
Ugh, so I'm assuming I fell into the
Yep.
pile of goo, grossed out.
Normally
Make
I'd
a
make
face.
you roll to make sure you landed right and everything, but you fell into the pile of goo.
I fell in a whole bunch of body parts and just got cushioned.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more of a ew face, and then oh shoot, where's that crystal? Let's get it before something else happens.
Yeah, probably smart, but up to you.
That's what I'm doing. Grossed out and covered in everything. Gonna shimmy, use my awareness and intelligence fine with the crystal and freaking take it very far from the body part.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
If
right.
anything, maybe try breaking the crystal.
Well, you stopped her.
Okay. Yeah. What is the crystal? Well, do I find the crystal?
Yeah, you can find it.
Okay, find it. What does it look like?
It's just a red stone, and it's lost its glow now that it's not activated in something. You gonna
Okay,
keep it? Are you gonna show it? Are you gonna turn it in? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna shatter it because I feel like that's the right thing to do. I'll bring in the pieces.
Okay.
Unless I'm wrong, what do you two think?
I can't make your decisions. I'm knocked
No,
out.
I meant them.
Oh, I thought you meant me. I was like, well, my character's knocked out.
I think
No.
we definitely need to take it back. But I agree. I think it should be. We should take it back in shattered pieces.
All right, finding a big rock or my knuckles. I got my brass knuckles.
No, here you go.
Okay, toss me a rock.
Take the rock.
Okay. Okay.
So roll to shatter it.
What am I rolling? What's
Your
my
normal
pool?
5-0 and difficulty unknown. So.
Woo! 4 and 1's a success.
And it shatters into about 6 really big pieces, and there's some dust and stuff left.
All right. Puts it in a container or bag, or I'm sure I have something in my my
turtle poo
crap
bag. Yeah, an extra
Yeah.
turtle poo bag.
There you
Turtle
go.
poo bag.
Yeah.
Nixie, you don't need this one. and put it in there and looks at myself very grossly, going, "Well, not bad for my second day." Shivers.
So, are you gonna
Gross.
look at the bodies, Annie, or what are you gonna do?
I think I'm on the bodies.
That's up to you.
Pretty
Oh, I suppose
sure
we
this
should
is
look
where
for what's her face, Barnabas's ghoul.
Yeah, is she among the bodies? Is she on me?
Really hard to tell, but you do find part of an arm, and the skin is dark African American, whatever you want to call it, since I don't want to be racist. And she
Fair
does
enough.
have a. Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Okay.
Editing time. Yay. But yes, you do find a dark arm that matches a lot of his chicks, and it has a bright emerald ring on it.
May want to bring that with us.
Yeah, hopefully not the whole arm. That would be awkward.
Just the ring.
Yeah.
That's great.
I don't think I have a turtle bag big enough.
I'll take
I
the
can't-
ring.
Just the ring?
Yeah,
I
just
would
the
take
ring.
the ring.
I was about to joke. Here's
Okay.
a hand.
Blech. Should we tell the other people what happened? Why are they? Didn't they notice?
Hakata? They're way back down the tunnel in their own little la la land of classical music and killer chickens, you know.
Alrighty.
So no, they probably didn't notice.
Alright.
I
Daphne's
suppose we
just kind
should
of
leave now. Well, we need to do something with her.
to.
Tie her up. Oh, no, we can't. We can.
Why don't we just get her to the car? Sure, there's something in the trunk.
Yeah, like even stray pantyhose or something we could tie her up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if one wants to donate clothes.
Yeah, I can just see it now. You take her fishnets off. Haha.
There you go. Hey,
There you go.
She is goth.
if the leg fits, use it.
She has a belt.
There you go. She
One of
is.
us has a belt. Two belts. Let's tie her, hog tie her, grab a stick outside, and
Just
just.
hold your pants up as you run.
Alright.
Alright.
Whoever has the-
all right, fine. Take my belt.
Alright.
Not like you're gonna fall or anything. Just take it.
Alright.
So you're gonna detain her with the belt, and then what are you gonna do?
Roll her in the car
Roll in
and
the
go see the
trunk.
boss.
Put her in the trunk.
So you
Yeah,
go
put her
One
in
of
the
your
trunk.
through.
strengths.
And
And then we need to take her back to Titus.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the gargoyle's like, oh, it's about time someone silenced her. Good job.
Thanks for the warning, buddy. As we all walk.
Hmm.
Covered. Ugh. Are they gonna let me? I think at this point, I don't think she'd care if people didn't let her into the car.
Yeah. I think they're used to it. They'll dry clean the insides and stuff.
Yeah,
Whatever you want
but
to call
yeah.
it. You know what I meant.
I don't.
Ava's like, what happened?
Long story. We'll talk about it later.
I'm used to accepting those. Just don't get her in the car, please.
Just give me a wet wipe and
Pop
let's
the
go.
trunk.
Alright, so she lets you put her in the trunk. Where to?
To Titus first.
Alrighty.
Yeah, let's get her there. I'll flake as we go.
You can always take the ring to what's his face later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get in the car, you tell her to take her to Titus, and you drive and drive and drive. And you finally get to that familiar tall skyscraper with the familiar long elevator ride up to the double doors. And you go in. And are you going to take her with you or leave her in the trunk?
Well, yes.
Yeah, no, she's not leaving our sight.
She's in the trunk. No, I'm kidding.
She's just gonna take. Is she awake by this point, or is she still out?
No, she's probably still out. 1, power drainage from what she just did. 2, she got nibbled on. 3, she got rocked. I think she's okay.
I should have grabbed a rat while I was there.
Gives a whole new meaning to we will rock you.
I know, right? The rock was the golden weapon today.
You smell what the rock is hitting. No.
No, that's me.
I know. That is great.
Alright.
Okay. So you walk in, and Titus is really perplexed, and he's like, what exactly happened? And why is she tied up? And should I even be asking these questions?
Well, you wanted us to find the source of your disappearances.
And that's the source of my disappearances. That annoying,
Yes, it is.
loudmouth, gothic little wench.
Yes.
Toss the bag with the gem on the desk.
He opens it and kind of looks at it. A little perplexed, but he knows what it is. He's like, oh, Hera's gonna love that you shattered one of her Philosopher's Stones.
I kind of figured that's what it was, but I honestly, would you risk her doing what I'm covered in again? Blah.
Yes, speaking of which, could you get a shower?
Please.
So he actually points you to his bathroom. You can go get one. I don't care. Go for it. Please do.
Huh?
How is that going to get out of the car seat?
What?
I don't care. I'm just trying to figure out how it's going to get on my hair.
Yeah. You're gonna walk
Yeah,
out. I'm all
okay.
squeaky clean. You have a finger in your hair. Damn it! Gotta go back in. No.
I know, right? Daphne's going to go take a shower with her turtle and hope that there's clothes in there.
Do I want to know why she smells extra crispy dead?
Probably not.
Necromancy?
And he kind of looks at Sean. He goes, "You owe me a very long explanation."
What?
Said you owe me
What?
a very long explanation.
Give me a long explanation when we're alone.
That holds potential.
Bow chicka wow wow.
You're in the shower. Shut up.
Reenact the whole scene.
Yeah, Luna's all like, "This is gross."
Luna's like, I think I'd rather go take a shower.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a shower with Daphne. Leave them alone to bow chicken wow wow. No.
She might need help getting their fingers out of her hair.
Maybe.
Well, it's unfortunate.
Well, Luna, I mean, Luna, if you're offering.
I'm just ready for this night to be over.
You're in luck. I don't need anything
Still
else
have
from
one
you.
more stop to make.
Yeah, one more stop. Alright,
Where
so
would that be?
dropping
We
off.
promised Barnabas we would tell him if we find out anything about his goal.
With the turn of events, I have a feeling that the 5 leaders of the city are going to be meeting up tomorrow, so why don't you just wait until then?
Well, I don't like to break a promise, so I'd rather take care of this personally.
As you wish. Admirable enough.
Alright, I'm assuming I'm clean. Please say there's clothes. Even if they're guy clothes.
He'll let you borrow pretty much a plain black t-shirt and probably some... I don't know. I can't say pants that Shawnee left there, but, something that fits where you can get home and get whatever.
Pretty sure I've got some dress pants there.
There you go.
Because I'm not wearing that outfit again.
Yeah. Would you like me to dispose of that for you?
Please. Blech. Still really grossed out. Alright, I'm convinced this isn't a dream.
What was your first clue?
The fingers in my hair?
That would be a good indicator.
that are not attached to the rest of the body.
I do regretfully have to invite you all to her sentencing tomorrow, for I will be sending for everybody. But you can choose to attend or not.
I'll be there.
Okay. As far as
Sailor.
you, Daphne, are you going to follow the rules and do me some favors, perhaps?
Honestly, other than the fact that I was covered in dead parts, I have no problem with this lifestyle.
Hmm.
So
That's very fortunate for you and me at this point.
I can still keep my curdle, though. It's just like possible.
Oh, you can keep your turtle, you can have a new place, I can buy out your butcher shop and you can own it. We can make some deals.
No more food business. For some reason, this doesn't sound like a bad lifestyle for me.
Wonderful.
So, is there enough time in the day to drop off the ring?
There's about 3 good hours of darkness left at this point.
Okay, well then I suggest at least one or two of us borrow the car to go and drop it off.
If you want, I can have Ava drive you over.
In a
That
new
works
car.
fine.
Okay.
In a new car, yeah.
Are you going to go
The
with
old one
them?
needs dry cleaned.
Yeah, I'll go with. Hopefully, I can get some. I'm assuming I'm getting hungry after everything I did.
Yeah.
I'll probably have to feed.
And you, love, are you going?
I guess I need to explain everything that happened during that.
Probably. Barnabas does
Most
like
definitely.
explanations.
No, I meant to you.
Oh. I like explanations too.
I do need to.
Alright. Alright, Luna, come on, we'll go
Yeah, I was
kill
about to say, you
chicken.
guys can go.
We'll let them explain to each other, yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, Luna, let's go kill off the chicken population.
I mean, he probably says that, and you guys exchange this look. Oh yeah, let's go see
Bye.
Barnabas right now.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, let's.
You guys sit there and always take it the wrong way. And explanations is not one. Never mind.
Oh, just shut up, dear.
We're assuming that he's more interested in other things. We're going.
We're leaving. Bye.
Bye.
Sayonara. See you later.
It was an absolute delight. Have a good night.
We'll be back by sunrise.
Yeah.
That should give you plenty of time. We're gone. We're long gone.
You're like talking to the elevator wall at this point. Like, no.
Alright, so we jump back in the car and head back over to the bar.
And the car is all super clean now. Kind of smells like lemon, and you're just like, oh, I wonder how that happened. Oh. Savior drives you over, and only one of the bouncers is out right now. You walk up, and he's like, oh, you were here the night before. Barnabas sent you on some...
Yes, we have news for him.
Alright, well, get in here before the other one shows up. He's the strict one.
We get better service when she's not here.
Well, the last time the other guy who's super strict was on your ass, and this is a nice bouncer. If there is such a thing.
We walk into the bar and head over to, back towards Barnabas.
Yeah, and he's sitting alone, just staring at the TV, like, ironically catching up on mortal news and stuff like that. And he switches it off, and he's like, oh, I didn't expect you back so fast. How did you find out so much? And everybody has been looking for this.
Well, we were able to track down the source of the disappearances, and long story short, unfortunately, your ghoul will not be coming back, and we'll present the ring as proof.
He seems kind of sad like that, or about that, and takes it back. And he's like, such a pity. She was very dear to me.
Well, we're very sorry for your loss, but as we promised, we brought you the news, good or bad,
Mm.
and we
Well,
thought you'd like to have her ring.
yeah. Thank you for that. In return, you can be in this territory for whatever business you need to from now on.
We appreciate the kindness.
Yes. Do you have any other news?
Well, there shouldn't be any more disappearing ghouls and new vampires anymore.
Well, that's a relief.
So hopefully there'll be some kind of peace in the city that never sleeps. Well, that much.
Aren't you cute? There's never peace in New York City, love.
Yeah, I know.
Haven't you ever watched Law and Order?
Dun, dun,
I
dun.
grew up, dun, dun, dun. I grew up in New York. I'm used to this.
And he laughs a little like, I'm sure. Well, I suppose I'll see you all tomorrow at the little bitch's sentencing.
Yes, I'm sure you will. And
It's always the bubbly ones, huh?
Mm.
you gotta watch your back around them.
Yes.
But we are going to take our leave and allow you to mourn your loss in your own way.
Well, thank you. And thank you for the closure.
You're very welcome. And we're going to make a hasty retreat.
Yep.
Back to the car.
I get some food. I get some
Yay.
food for daytime.
Ciao, time.
Yay.
Better.
Chicken fried
Alright.
blood.
I don't need all the specifics of your eating for once, but I'll assume everybody ate food and explained things and did weird
Yeah.
stuff until the sun rose and you slept again.
Well, I was
Yeah.
going to say I would like to be dropped back off at my home, and we'll
Oh, for
kindly
sure.
offer Daphne a place to stay for the night if she doesn't want to return to her own place.
Might as well stay with her.
Okay. She has a very small but quaint little apartment that she's had ever since she was turned back in the 30s or 40s, pretty much. And some of the wall has newspapers on it from the times, just so she can remember things. And some of the wall has a couple papers about a certain lady on them, but there's really no time for explanations. And it's just a quaint little 2 or 3 small room apartment, just exactly what she needs. Place to eat, place to rest, place to freshen up. And that's it. And there's room for you, and it's very, very dark because she's blocked out windows and stuff, so you'll be fine staying there.
Alright. And I'm assuming we fed.
Yeah.
Or- Yeah, so.
Like I said, no nitty gritties for once. You fed, you probably found a good alley cat or something interesting. She probably drank some of the neighbors' blood or something, or someone around the area.
All of our neighbors are anemic all the time.
Yeah, exactly. No.
Alright, so slept, happy with the couch.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Couch.
Daphne will crash anywhere.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yep. And
So,
then-
what, do we need to go and attend this meeting, or are we done?
You can attend it if you want to for the RP, or if you guys need to skip it and stop, that's fine. If you skip it and stop, I'll tell you what happened to her, but if you attend it, you'll just see what happened to her.
Yeah, I'm okay with attending.
Yeah, let's go
So-
ahead and just attend it, and that'll be the end.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. This is like the end either way, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you guys wake up, you have your summonings and a note that says what time you were supposed to meet there, and you get to go to a different business building. And when you all arrive on the top floor, it's almost like, well, a business meeting hall or something. But sitting there is Barnabas, Hera, Titus, Shawnee, a couple dozen other people you don't really recognize, and 2 other leaders. And of course, Salem. And they're all having this lovely conversation. And Titus goes, there they are. I knew they'd be here on time. They're good like that. Just in time to add in your explanation about what happened with this very rebellious little accident of ours. You guys gonna relay your travestying around the city with her and stuff?
Her vague conversations, her playful way of dodging.
Oh yeah, just bring up whatever you want.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to start, Luna, or does
Oh, you go.
Oh, thanks.
Sorry.
I feel like you said that with a mouthful.
Up right now. Sorry.
I'm
no
guessing
problem.
that Shawnee already told them her side of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
So, yeah, obviously not knowing the whole vampire background or rules or anything, apparently she just became very overwhelmed and controlled by the rules and decided to take matters into her own hands.
Oh yeah.
So basically, she manipulated 3 different factions for her own gain. So, but with all that being said, is there really no way to rehabilitate her?
I don't know. We've already given her one chance to be useful to everybody, says Barnabas. And that was a lot more grace than she deserved even back then.
So there's just no hope.
Hera's kind of like, it doesn't matter to me one way or another. It just means she won't visit me anymore.
Oh, I definitely think that rehabilitation would be in order. But I don't know if that's possible. I don't know much about you.
Yes, but does she truly deserve that?
After what she's done? Murdered people?
Murdered her own kind.
Exactly.
Yeah, her kind.
Murdered. But still. What's to say she won't do it again? What's to say she'll just change her tactics and come up with a different plot in the end? If we allow her to be free. I mean, I hate to advocate a death sentence for her, but she's kind of brought that on herself. Think of the good of everybody, not just one here.
Who's to say if we allow her to live
that others wouldn't think that they could get away with it?
Either that or she wouldn't recruit others.
There's that too.
Titus is like, I think that we're to the point where she needs to be an example for people that act this foolishly in our own kind and our own species.
But is really death the right answer? I mean, wouldn't imprisonment, alone solitude imprisonment?
Oh, we can do that.
I mean, death is so final.
I would rather have a death sentence than to be imprisoned in solitary confinement.
Lyrical's gonna laugh at this, but if you guys choose to imprison her, I have a great way to do it. But if you choose to kill her, I have a great way to do it, so you're fine.
Well, considering my character's humanity is like 7, and she doesn't feast on human flesh, human blood, and is only animal, she's gonna want. That's the, that's what she's gonna want, is the imprisonment. She's not gonna go for the death. But her being a new vampire, it doesn't weigh very much weight. It's more or less just her opinion.
And the person who's conducting the meeting is like, alright, I've heard enough. So what is the verdict? And he goes around for everybody. Shawnee.
Death.
Titus. Because I don't know, I'm kind of torn. Torture has always been a favorite of mine, but death is almost more fitting. And he's like, can you cut to the chase? He's like, oh, I certainly can. I vote imprisonment. It'll tickle me a little. And the guy rolls his eyes. He's like, oh, you always do. And then he looks at Hera, and he's like, what do you think is fitting at this point? And she's like, well, considering all the rules she's broken, the people she's killed, and the betrayal, I vote for death. And Barnabas is kind of like, she took away something That was very valuable to me. I don't have mercy anymore on people like her. I vote imprisonment. Because there's worse things than death. And that leaves it to Luna and Daphne. Oh, wait, the other two didn't vote, but I'll secretly vote for them. You're fine. You didn't get to meet them anyway, so.
Oh, that's alright. Luna, what's your
Much
opinion?
as it pains me, I'll vote for imprisonment.
Alright, and you, our new kindred witness to all this.
I think imprisonment. Harsh imprisonment. A long imprisonment.
Titus has a
That's
moment
her.
of, yes!
Harsh, not as, like, not as in torture. That's not what I mean. I mean harsh, like, strict rules, no communication kind of thing. Make her...
Oh, we can do that.
I mean, I don't know what... So, yes, imprisonment.
Imprisonment it is! And Salem is like, no, anything but that. And there's so much more I could do for people, and don't imprison me. I've heard stories, and she starts getting a little more frantic about things. And they take her away.
As she's
Trying to
going
spew.
mad?
She's going crazy on this.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what they did to her?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Who are you going to ask?
Well, obviously, my person I answer to these days is Titus, so I guess I would ask what she would get. What does her future look like?
She has a very wet future, young one.
I have a perverted mind. Please please clarify.
That's what I like about you. They borrowed one of my Iron Maidens, and they're sending her into the bottom of the Brooklyn Bridge.
I'm thinking, Daphne's thinking to herself, we don't need to breathe?
Nope, you don't need to breathe, ironically. You're dead.
I guess you do have a point.
Yep.
Just gonna...
And Lyrical's gonna laugh because I got that off a movie, but oh well. No, they literally put her in an Iron Maiden with all the cute little spikes in it, put chains around it, and drop it off a bridge. And the person who is immortal lives at the bottom of the river forever and ever and ever and ever.
Waking up, coming back to life.
Well, she can't double die drowning. She doesn't breathe.
Drowning, and then dying again.
Pretty
Coming
much.
back to life, drowning. Coming back to life.
For the rest of her undead life.
So you're giving her life sentence. You're not gonna try rehabilitating her at all.
Oh, if that doesn't rehabilitate her, nothing ever will.
No. You won't know unless you let her come up for air every now and then.
Who says we won't? But that's not my call, that's his call.
His?
Well, he rules the Carmela, you tell me.
Ah.
And I wouldn't
Got
plead with him for anything. I can't
No,
even
no,
get
no.
him to do anything.
Now, if anything, I feel like I need to go hit your library and get caught up on the history.
Feel free to. And
Alrighty.
that, my boys and girls and friends and vampires and ghouls and everybody in between, is the end of our campaign for this time.
I'm still grossed out about falling into a pile of dead people.
You wanted to climb it.
Well, I needed to do something. I can't Dr. Doolittle myself out of everything.
That was something I noticed in that book, is when you called animals, they actually call it doolittling. And I'm like, oh my
Yes,
god.
they did. Yes, they did.
All
I was
right.
like, well, I worked with what I had.
Alright, so we finished that campaign. I thought I'd give everybody the last chance to give their impressions, what they liked, what they didn't like, or just their goodbyes. So, hit it, ladies.
Who wants to go first?
It doesn't matter.
Alright. I had a lot of fun.
I already know there's
seriously,
a
I
bunch
did.
of rules I didn't get to follow right, and probably rolled things wrong, but I had fun. I don't care.
Well, from what I did read it from the book, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't, because you can, in the book itself, it says that you don't have to follow all the rules. The point of the game is to have fun and use the book as a guideline. So it's about the company, and I think even though we were all very green on this, I think we all had a lot of fun. I enjoyed myself.
Oh yeah, I definitely had a lot of fun playing.
I was worried
Yeah,
about that. I was
so
like,
did
oh
I.
god, VG's gonna be bored.
I mean,
Oh.
I feel like it's one of those things that we would get better in time. I mean, which, is something I am definitely open about even doing every now and then. Just for, kind of keep the story going, because it is fun.
Yeah.
It's fun mentally.
I don't mind
Like-
doing it maybe once a month, and we'll put it on the channel or something. I mean, that's up to you guys if you want to try to do that. But
Yeah, I don't see why you can't make more of your story, and then when we all can get together,
Mhm.
play it. Gives you plenty of time to do another segment.
yeah, and once a month is a little more plausible than, oh, we're going to do this once a week, and everybody has to fit it in. I'm like,
Oh yeah, I can't do once. a
yeah,
week.
there is no way. My-
I know, right? Life.
Yeah.
My good RL is everywhere.
We'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
Plus, it'll give you more time to figure out the next chapter.
Well, if we
You know,
want to
just-
continue it, I can start writing a grand story and then fit in little things as we go.
Yeah. However, I mean, I'm for that.
The thing I actually said I was going to mention when you guys finished is, I did not expect anybody to go to the graveyard before going to Barnabas, because everybody was so, oh, well, Titus told us to do this, we have to do it, oh my god. And I'm like, oh, good, they're just going to go to Barnabas. No! Everybody wanted to go to graveyard, and I had to pull a whole graveyard thing out of my ass. And I'm like, okay.
Alright.
That's unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, my thought process is if they were found there, that would be the last active place. So that would be the first place you would check. Like, you check the warmest part. I don't know if you guys were thinking that too, but that's what I was thinking.
That's what I was thinking. Why don't we go
Okay.
for the last place that people were being seen?
And see, that's
Instead of going-
hard enough.
yeah.
But sadly, I couldn't let you into the mausoleum on your first visit, since I didn't plan it, and that would ruin part of Barnabas's little half and things like that. So
No, if anything, you did a good job because it helped Salem's character be more playful. It helped develop our frustration with the mystery. I think it worked actually well as far as the story part, because we were like, really? Okay, we can't do this. Oh, I guess we have to go over here for.
I think if I had
Yeah.
self-criticism, I would give the vampires each a little more information than I gave them this time around, because I ended up feeling like all I was doing to you guys is, so you have to go over here, and he doesn't know anything, and then you have to go over here, and she doesn't know anything. So maybe next time I should work in a tiny bit of information into each leader or vampire you come across, so it's not all, I don't know, so that's that's my bad.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like when I was a DM, I think what I did was I would have like little blogs or little notes of like key events. You might want to do that. Kind of
Yeah.
like a storyboard, a
Mhm.
rough storyboard, and have options for different ones.
Yeah.
That's actually what the book recommends is, be very lenient, but also options. So that might help.
It's almost like I had things I wanted people to say. I had things I wanted to definitely happen.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't have avoided meeting Flesh Monster and little things like that. But then I had to improvise on a lot, so just
Yeah,
gotta
of
work
course.
on that a little. No big deal.
It's definitely like I said from when I did it. It's a lot of improv, but like your main story part, you want to have written down. So, but I think as a VM, you did no, ZM is my area. The VM, you did wonderful. So, I mean, so
Yay.
5 stars to you.
Oh yeah,
Yay.
definitely.
All right, Lyrical, what's your take on the whole thing?
I mean, I agree with everything that they've said. I had a lot of fun with it.
What's that? Oh, hi, Otto.
So yeah, go ahead and make more of the story, and even if it's every month to every other month, we'll get back together. I think this is, even if we're just being silly, stupid, or just ridiculous.
Yep.
I think that's really the whole point.
Well, to be fair, all of these were technically cut into 1.5 hour intervals. So even if we just manage short sessions once a month or something, or every other, we're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's so write your story. If anything, the longer it takes, the more you can really. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah, flesh
Yeah.
it out.
Have more, because being a VM is a storyteller. So
Yeah.
look at it that way.
I have a few ideas floating around in there, so.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm all in for it. Although I'm gonna have to change the picture if we stuff.
Yeah.
You're gonna need a new character, so that means I have to draw a new picture.
Yeah, sadly, but I don't know if I would.
I love mine, so
She's awesome.
I know. Do you like how she I think she looks like the personality that she's been portraying.
Yep.
Yeah, I love her. She's perfect.
Yeah. If anything, I might want to do some more pictures of them, the 3.
Hell, I don't care if you try to draw Titus and Barnabas and all these people. You just have to ask me for their details, and that's about it.
Yeah, I let me get this trio out, and so yay, more vampire. Yeah, I think this is a lot of fun. I think we should keep going.
All right. Well, as long as y'all had fun and I didn't suck totally, I guess we'll say goodbye.
Yeah, let's all say night night. Oh, happy Halloween!
Guys.
Yeah, happy Halloween!
Halloween!
Yay! Good night.
Good night.
Bye.